Welcome, friends. I am Dr. V.K. Chauhan, homeopathic physician. We are dealing with the subject of psychology, reviewing important topics for first BHMS homeopathic student. This is the topic number 4, and it deals with logic and reasoning. So we are going to have small discussion over what is logic and a brief on inductive and deductive reasoning. So what is logic? The word logic is derived from the Greek word logos, which means study, reason, or discourse. Logic is used in all areas of philosophy, and our knowledge is interrelated by logic. Historically speaking, Aristotle is the world's first great logician. He produced 6 works on logic, known collectively as the Organon. How to define logic? The logic is the study of methods and principles used in distinguishing correct and incorrect reasoning. What are the types of logic we have? The logic has been formally divided into following. Number 1, a deductive logic, and second is inductive logic. Following is a brief description of deductive and inductive logic. The deductive logic. Deductive reasoning was developed by Aristotle, Thales, Pythagoras, and other Greek philosophers of the classical period. Deductive reasoning usually follows certain steps, and the steps are: the first is a premise, and second premise, and finally is the inference. A common form of deductive reasoning is the syllogism, in which 2 statements are there: a minor premise and a major premise and a minor premise, to reach a logical conclusion. However, it would be remembered that a false premise can possibly lead to false conclusion. An example of deductive reasoning is: the major premise is all men are mortals, and minor premise is Socrates is a man. So we conclude Socrates is a mortal. So diagrammatically we have produced the steps. There is a theory which forms a hypothesis, and then we have an observation, and certain facts are confirmed on observation. Therefore, the conclusion is logical and true. In deductive reasoning, is something is true of a class of things in general, it is also true for all members of that class. The inductive logic. Francis Bacon, an English philosopher, statesman, scientist, jurist, orator, and the author, is the father of inventing inductive reasoning. Bacon attempted to describe a rational procedure for establishing causation between phenomena based on induction. Bacon's method relied on experimental theories to eliminate the alternative theories. Bacon explains how this method is applied in his Novum Organum, which was published in 1620. Inductive reasoning is the opposition of deductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning makes broad generalizations from specific observations from particular to general. An example of strong induction in which the truth of the premise would make the truth of the conclusion can be seen as under example. Observation: all observed crows are black. Conclusion: therefore all crows are black. An example of weak induction. Induction is an argument in which the link between the premise and the conclusion is weak, and the conclusion is not even necessarily probable is. So here is an example. Harold is a grandfather. Harold is bald. Therefore, all grandfathers are bald. The conclusion does not follow logical form. The statements, and it starts from, as we see from the bottom upwards, different steps they are involved. First was the observation, then the pattern of observation, tentative hypothesis, and ultimately the final theory. So there was initially something which was wrong, led to a wrong conclusion. Inductive reasoning has its place in the scientific method. Scientists use it to form hypotheses and theories. Deductive reasoning allows them to apply the theories to specific situations. And inductive logic and the birth of homeopathy, there is something very important in related to homeopathy. Dr. Hahnemann learned from Cullen's Materia Medica that malaria is cured by cinchona due to its astringent property. He experimented by taking cinchona on himself and found that it causes similar malarial febrile illness. He concluded that cinchona cures malarial fever because it can produce the similar sickness in the subject and not because its astringent property. This was the correct interpretation. Applying the same principle of similar in treatment, he could justify the natural phenomena of similia similibus curanter. Birth of homeopathy, therefore, is an example of inductive logic where Hahnemann used inductive reasoning. For the workup of this particular small talk is prepared from the bibliography is here. Thank you very much for patient listening.